Howdy all, welcome back to the Your Machine Mate channel. Today we're going to be drawing and building out a standard truss made from 76 by 38 tube. Now this is the result of what we're going to be making. I'll show you another angle. So yeah, it's got the classic bottom chord, top chords, a crow's feet bracing, and the 50mm notch out for the outer beam here. So let's just dive straight into it and get going. Start a new part. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a sketch of the truss. So on the front plane, so we'll use the origin here, and we'll place the origin on the bottom chord. So line, just draw a straight line across there. And we can just draw a triangle, making sure that the tip of the triangle is lined up with the origin. Then we're going to put a center line down there because we know it's going to be a symmetrical truss. So we're going to be using that to mirror. And then we're just going to add a few little details just to lock in this point here. So we make that coincident, and we will make these two top chords. So hold control to select them both. Make these two equal in size. There we go. Now we can click that. Now we can start adding our dimensions. So today we're just going to make a standard carport truss at 6 meters, so 6,000 millimeters in length. And we're not going to worry about the top chord calculations because we always know that typically we want a 20-degree pitch on the truss. So we're just going to select this line and 20 degrees. And because we've made these two equal, they're going to just line up there perfectly. So once we have this sketched done, we'll worry about the crow's feet later in the video. So we'll just click OK. Great. Now we can jump into our Weldment tabs here. Jump into Weldment and Structural Member. Okay, so remember from the last video, we've already inputted in our custom 76 by 38 by 1.6 thick metal tube. So that's already pre-selected here. Now we're just going to start off with the bottom chord. So don't worry about selecting the top chords because that's just going to give us an incorrect joint. That's just not what a truss looks like. So deselect the top chords, just worry about the bottom chords for now. Now a crucial step in this part is that we need to locate the profile of the cross section. So what that means is we just have to line up this line, sketch line here, with the top side of the bottom chord. Top side of the bottom chord. Should say that correctly. So it lines up just like that, because that's how we get it to look super nice. Well, that's how we get the Pythagoras equations to work out correctly. So that bottom chord has to line up with this line of the sketch. So click on that. Great. Now we do that again, structural member, and we do the top chords. So we can do both of those top chords, so we get a nice join here. And then we'll worry about trimming these ones off later. So the location profile is not in the correct spot. We need to locate profile again. Just turn that slightly so you can see. Oh, sorry. Mispressed something there. So locate profile. We want that to be the top side. If it will let us select it right there. So just right there, the top side. See how the sketch line lines up with the top face of the top chord? That's perfect, that's what we want. Great, zoom that out. Zoom to fit. Perfect. So now we've got our truss. Now we've got a little bit of overlap here, so we don't want that, so we're going to trim it off. So click the trim and extend button here. Bodies to be trimmed is this top chord and this top chord. And we're trimming the boundary to this bottom chord. and then press OK. Perfect. Now we've got a proper cut piece there. So that's looking really, really good. Now we can jump back into our sketch and edit it, because now we want to add in our crow's feet bracing. So add a line. So the first one is right down the middle. The second line we need is across here. Press escape and smart dimension it. So I like my crow's feet to be 45 degrees here, nice and simple. Then we'll trim entities, trim that across here. And then we just need to know the spacing here. So the way to calculate this is pretty simple. Just from the middle here to this point here. That's a bit wide, so I like it to be 30mm gap between the two pieces of steel. So we know that 76 by 38 goes in the center here, so half of 76 is 38, plus another 30mm gap so the welders can get in there and weld a bead, and that will give us this result, 68 offset. Perfect. And now, because there's two crow's feet, we have to mirror this one. Oh, sorry, I pressed trim. Just go back there. Mirror entities. Entities to mirror. This line here, mirror about the center line, and click OK. Great. We've got our very nice looking crow's feet there. So exit sketch. And we can go back into our Weldments structural member. And we'll just do the middle chord first. We'll worry about these two later. Okay, click OK, and then we'll trim that one up here as well. Bodies to be trimmed is this one, and trimming boundary is this one and this one, the two top chords. Click OK, have a quick look. That's looking nice and neat. Structural member again. Click on one of these. It won't let you click on this one, so just click on one for now. And it's down, the line is going down the middle, which is incorrect. We want the profile to be located on this side here. And see how this is what we were making before. We want the welder to be able to weld here and here. So if it's too close, if it was like right on this edge here, it's very hard to weld. So that's why we shifted out 30mm. You can do more or less, it's up to you, but just enough room to get the welder in there. So perfect. Click OK on that. Trim this body, and then trim boundaries is this one and this one. Click OK. Alright, so we can do the same step to get this one, but I'll just show you quickly how to mirror this, just so we're learning something new. So you can go to Features, and you can go to Mirror, and then Mirror Plane is going to be the right plane, so it's right down the middle here. Ignore secondary mirror plane. It's not a feature, so ignore features. This is actually a solid body, so we need to select bodies to mirror down here. That one there. And then you can see the preview. It's correct. And then done. Mirrored it nice. So we've got a nice looking truss here. So the only thing left to do is just to get out these notches for the parrot beaks. So to do that, we go back to Weldments, and we're going to do an extruded cut. Select the plane, just down here. And then we're in sketch mode, so we just zoom in right here. Click on this corner. Oops, sorry. Select corner rectangle. Click on this corner. Just bring out a nice square here. And smart dimension it. So we want a 50mm offset for a 100 by 50mm outer beam. And then we just check that we got this one correct here. Yep, 76, that is correct. So now we just zoom out because we need two notches on either side. We will mirror this section here. Mirror entities, entities to mirror, select them. Mirror about this, just mirror about this body here, because we know that's in the middle. Mirror about the right plane again, so that we can see the mirrored entity there. Okay, perfect. Then click OK on the sketch. Then we're in the extrude option. Alright, so 10 mil blind is not enough. We're just going to go through all, so we get a nice cut there, and select OK, and then boom, got our parrot beak right here. And it should be the same on the other side as well. Yeah, same on the other side. Perfect. Cool, and that is how we make the truss. And that's all done. So in the next video, we can actually start putting these trusses into a carport. So I'll make a freestanding carport, and then I'll also make some other videos showing different types of internal trusses. So if this is helpful and you want to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe to Your Machine Mate. Thanks guys, see you next time.